Now, ahead of Karnataka Assembly elections, bribe-gate scandal hits the BJP government in the state. The Karnataka Lokayukta has caught BJP MLA Madal Virupakshappa's son allegedly accepting a bribe of 40 lakh rupees from a contractor. The MLA's son Prashant, who's also the chief accountant in the Bangalore Water Supply and Sewerage Board of BWSSB, was allegedly collecting money on behalf of his father for allotment of tender for providing raw material to the Karnataka Soaps and Detergents Limited. Remember that the BJP MLA Virupakshappa is also the chairman of the same organization, the KSDL. However, he tendered his resignation from the post after the bribe gate came to light. In the subsequent searches, Lokayukta has found over 8 crore rupees of unaccounted cash from Prashant's office and residence of BJP MLA Virupakshappa. The MLA and his son are amongst the 6 accused named in the case. All accused, barring the MLA, have been sent to 14 days of judicial custody. But sources say that even the BJP MLA is likely to be called for questioning in the case soon. Times now learns that the MLA has left his constituency in Channagiri and is already in fact in Bengaluru at the moment. Congress has upped the ante on the Karnataka BJP government, asserting that 40% commission government charge has now been proven. They also have demanded the resignation of Chief Minister Bommai.
ना मोदी जी ना शाह कभी भी साफ सुथरी सरकार की बात नहीं करे। 40% का हमने नहीं बोला है, ये कॉन्ट्रैक्टरों ने, एसोसिएशन ने लिखकर प्राइम मिनिस्टर को दिया और ओपनली उन्होंने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस भी की। ये एमएलएस के जो सुपुत्र हैं वैसे लोग कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, ये खुला आ रहा है ना। देखो, सच्चाई को मानने का मोदी जी सीखना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Bommai said that his government formed the Lokayukta, or rather empowered the Lokayukta, to give state a corruption-free government, and asked opposition leaders to allow an unbiased investigation to take place.
ಈ ಶಾಸಕರ ಪುತ್ರ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತರ ಒಂದು ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತರು ಏನು ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾವು ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಪುನಃ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿರುವುದೇ ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗಿ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರವನ್ನು ನಿಗ್ರಹಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಈ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತ ಸರ್ವಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ನಿಷ್ಪಕ್ಷಪಾತವಾದಂಥ ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗಲಿ.
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more on the story, we're joined live by Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, is the chief of the KPCC. In fact, the president. Mr. Shivakumar, thank you so much for speaking to Times Now. How do you see the actions of the Lokayukta against the BJP MLA son who's allegedly been caught taking bribes?
Okay, I would like to contract the Lokayukta. From the past 2-3 years, what we are telling has come true. We know that we had all evidences, we had spoken. The contractor association themselves had given a letter to the Prime Minister, but no action has been taken. What we were speaking, the Honorable Chief Minister wanted an evidence. Now the evidence is from the government agency itself. We believe in this transparency. We believe that we were telling that Karnataka has become the corruption capital of this country, and this is proven now. What we are telling has been proven. But one thing I would like to assure the people of this country, that Congress party will give a transparent government,
right,
a corruption-free government. We have a plan for it. We have a plan to give to the state and the country that yes, Congress can deliver a corruption-free government in Karnataka in the future.
But you know, your party may be saying that this is vindication of the 40% Sarkara jibe that you've been leveling at the BJP government. But Mr. Shivakumar, the BJP is saying that it is because they have empowered the Lokayukta that they are able to now crack down on corruption. In fact, the Chief Minister has claimed credit.
See, what can they tell? They doesn't have any face for this. He is not an MLA, he is a chairman of a body, political body, 8 crores with one single MLA, with single MLA and in his office, including his officials, including the bureaucrats, have been involved in it. Chief Minister was telling for an evidence to be given. What more evidence you want? first the Chief Minister has to submit his resignation first. The government himself has to submit his resignation. There is no other choice for the Chief Minister. I think Modi ji, he was telling that he will not eat or not allow one to eat. What Mr. Modi ji want? Every day the Honorable Home Minister and the Prime Minister of this country, once in 2 weeks, twice a week, they are in Karnataka. They are posing that they were already the Home Minister has accepted that he is going to give a corruption-free government. Yes, this is already has accepted there is a corruption. What more you want?
But in August last year, Mr. Shivakumar, the High Court had slammed both the previous governments and the current government for using the ACB to undermine Lokayukta. Does this demolish the BJP government's attempt to claim credit for this arrest?
No, there is no BJP can't claim. See, already ACB is in different parts of the country. Various states where BJP is ruling, ACB is also there. Though this NDA government came to existence, they could not bring the law, whatever they said, whatever they were telling on the Lokpal, whatever they were telling on the corruption issue, they could not come out with a clear stand. But Karnataka, since very long time, we had this Lokayukta. Again, we had an opportunity for this ACB also. Yes, we agree whatever the judgment have come from the court. But still, this is a blatant proof of this most corrupt government of this country.
Mr. Shivakumar, do you believe that this will hurt the BJP electorally in the state?
See, this is not the end. This is already has started last 3 years from the day this government was being born on corruption itself. They gave MLA bribe. The minister, one Mr. Ashwath Narayan and one MLA was being named in the assembly itself on the no confidence motion. They had offered them 30 crore of rupees, 32 for MLA, and all MLAs was being given money to shift their loyalty to the BJP. This is the government itself is born on corruption, on Operation Lotus. It is day one. We have seen all the elections, what has been going on.
The reason I'm asking you this.
Now I'm telling you, there is no other option.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking you is that because the BJP has been able to do well recently in elections in the Northeast, the Congress has suffered. So why do you believe that the Karnataka story will be different?
See, Karnataka will be the gateway to end this menace. The people of Karnataka are very vibrant. They are very knowledgeable. They know. They are wise enough. At this point of time, they will throw down this government because India is being seen through Karnataka on various issues. They are very highly educated people. At the time of election, they will give a result. That is why the Prime Minister did not come here, or the Home Minister or other leaders did not come at the time of COVID or on the drought or on various when the big rains were coming and lot of damages been done. But now due to elections, they are coming every week. Let them come, it is their job for the party. But they never looked at Karnataka when Karnataka was in crisis. Now because they want power, they are here. It will not happen. The people are very wise, knowledgeable. They will give a proper mandate for a change in Karnataka.
Now, why this is important is that we're also talking at a time when you've been under the radar of agencies. Do you believe that the office of the Lokayukta is more independent than the ED or the CBI?
See, for the first time, I'm very happy that Lokayukta, I would like to congratulate him. The Lokayukta, before a lot of pressures came in, the Lokayukta has come on record. Mr. Patil, on behalf of the country and the Karnataka, I would like to salute him for his great effort, behavior. He could not compromise with various, though he was been nominated very long back, a year back, whatever may be this one, but this is a very good example for all politicians or anyone in the entire country.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, for speaking to us and speaking so candidly here on Times Now. And for more on this, let's go across to our guest. Joining us live is Mr. Ganesh Karthik, spokesperson of the BJP. Mr. Mithun Vijay Kumar is political analyst joining us. Pratap Kanagala, spokesperson of JDS. George Kurian, political analyst, also joining us. And with us also is Saket Yengi, who's an advocate and spokesperson of the KPCC. Mr. Karthik, let me start with you, sir. Now, the allegations are very grave. If the Lokayukta has in fact caught an MLA son allegedly accepting bribe for an organization that his father is heading, isn't it a clear-cut case of corruption?
Yes, it's a clear-cut case of corruption, and that is why the Lokayukta, which was reinitiated by our government, has taken this step. In fact, you have quoted our Honorable Chief Minister, who talks of zero tolerance to corruption. Against all the kinds of allegation which we have been demanding throughout, that any iota of evidence, please give it to us, please give it to Lokayukta. See, this is a proof for our commitment, against the earlier allegations. If this government has allowed the Lokayukta to go and conduct investigation and arrest those involved in corruption charges, don't you think it proves that we are committed to our zero tolerance to corruption? The very fact that the earlier government has dispensed with this idea of Lokayukta, and after coming to power, we reintroduced Lokayukta, and within a short span of time, they have done it.
Saket,
knowing fully well that this person's father happens to be the chairman of that.
Okay, let's get in a quick response. Let's get in a quick response, because the BJP spokesperson suggests that this shows the commitment of the government in cracking down on corruption. Your response to Mr. Karnik? Saket.
Yes. Firstly, the BJP government, since the day it has come to power through Operation Lotus, which itself is a baby of corruption, we have been seeing several allegations of corruption. And none of the cases of corruption or the allegations of the corruption have been investigated by the government so far. None of the matter has been referred to the CID. None of the matters have been referred to the CBI or to the judicial inquiry. As such, in one or the other way, it is trying to say, safeguard the corrupt officials, safeguard the corrupt politicians. And now, this is something interesting, that the government has not taken any action. It is the Lokayukta which has taken an action on its own.
Right.
The government cannot claim the credit of something acting against the corruption. If the government would have had any opportunity, that would have been saved also. But the question is, it is out of the control of the government. Now the investigation is already in the process. The FIR has been registered, and the seizure and confiscation of the amount has already been done by this Lokayukta. Now, government is not in a position to safeguard its own MLA.
No, but the important question here also is, sir, what has the Congress government done in the past? The Congress government virtually disbanded the Lokayukta. This is the government saying that here we have the Lokayukta has been strengthened under the regime of the BJP.
Madhav, I have one more point.
One at a time, please. Gentlemen, we have time. We have time. I'm going to come across to all of you. Let Saket respond to that question.
Saket mentioned we have not done anything. Earlier, there was an allegation on one of the ministers.
Okay.
Minister was made to resign, conducted an inquiry, and he came clean of it.
Okay.
He has come out to clean.
Okay.
So we did conduct an inquiry on the charge on the minister.
Multiple points. There are a lot of points. There are a lot of points to debate here. But Saket, quick response, please, to the question I asked you.
Firstly, it is not demoralizing the Lokayukta or reducing the powers of Lokayukta. ACB was a separate wing which could deal with the corruption in an effective manner, for which reason it was thought it appropriate to establish an ACB at that point of time.
No, because Saket, let me just, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but I just want to read out what the High Court said in 2022. The High Court said that the very constitution of the ACB is to shield corrupt politicians, ministers, officials from the watchful eyes of the Lokayukta. The government, in fact, is weakening the Lokayukta to protect persons from prosecution. It has also gone on to say that it was a transgression to usurp powers of Lokayukta, but impression that CM is supreme and absolute, no independent application of mind by the state government, and also goes on to say that the conditions of the executive order clearly depicts a possibility to favor the party in power or the party men. These are very, very scathing observations of the High Court, which certainly do not paint the previous government in good light. Two wrongs don't make a right. But certainly the previous government also has been castigated by the High Court through the actions when it comes to weakening the powers of the Lokayukta. Saket?
So let me answer that question firstly. First of all, the court was not placed with the material as to how many cases have been investigated by the ACB, satisfactorily have been investigated, how many cases the charge sheet have been filed. So those details were unavailable before the court. The number of cases which were investigated or raids have been conducted, confiscation has been made, was totally not placed before the court, and court had no reason or occasion to deal with that aspect of the matter. But however, what was canvassed was that it was to weaken the Lokayukta institution, the ACB was constituted. That was an argument placed. But the BJP...
No, this is the order of the observation of the court, sir.
But the BJP's Advocate General has defended ACB.
Okay.
BJP's Advocate General has defended ACB, saying that it was necessary, it has done its job very well, and there was no wrong on the part of the ACB.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. Mr. Karnik, I want to come to you on this point. This is a very important point. Because while the BJP claims that we have strengthened the Lokayukta, you didn't have a choice. It's the High Court that ordered it. And what's more, you were supporting the same ACB on which you were criticizing the Siddaramaiah government then, when it was brought
And they were defending it.
Let him respond, sir. Let him respond.
I was a legislator when this was decided by the Congress government. The entire BJP on both the houses have vehemently, opposed the introduction of ACB. If that was the case, we wouldn't have, avoided the introduction of this thing at all. We fought for it. We fought for the Lokayukta, and when the government did not listen, we went to the well of the house to protest this. So whatever he says, I have to check on that, what the Advocate General has said in the court.
That's a matter of public record, Mr. Karnik.
But I'm not aware of it. I'm not aware of it because I'm not a legislator now. What has happened, I really don't know. But BJP has welcomed the High Court order, and we have re-established the Lokayukta. And Lokayukta has conducted this...
No, but whatever you say, sir, Mr. Karnik, end of the day, the allegation is that, and there have been a series of episodes. Let me just quickly highlight some of the episodes. We all know what happened in the case of Mr. Ishwarappa, of Mr. MTB Nagaraj, what has happened in the case of the Contractors Association writing to the Prime Minister's office. We all know about the entire, so-called bribe gate of journalists. All these are matters of public record, and there are several such incidents. The allegation of the opposition repeatedly is that this is a 40% corruption government. Once, whether there is action taken or not, what is very significant is that there are those who are being in the ruling party who are being caught with their hand in the till, literally, Mr. Ganesh Karnik, and that is a very serious issue because this appears to be putting the BJP on back foot.
Fine, you will refer two ministers. In one minister's case, an investigation was ordered. He came clean out of it and he was asked to resign. In the second case, the person who went to court, he was jailed. He did not even come to court on summons. Mr. Kemparna, who is the president of this thing, and where is the case now? On whom the defamation case is on? So, we have been, not we in the sense, Chief Minister has been telling, if you don't have faith in your system, please go to Lokayukta and give a complaint.
Okay.
None of them have gone to the Lokayukta.
Okay. Let me bring in other panelists on that note. Let me bring in other panelists. Pratap Kanagal, the spokesperson of JDS. Pratap Kanagal, Chief Minister has repeatedly said that if you do not have faith in the government, go to the Lokayukta. It's an independent body. But why have the complaints not gone there then? That is the charge coming in from the BJP. Please respond, Pratap Kanagal.
First of all, let me Mr. Ganesh Karthik's claim that BJP formed...
I'm Ganesh Karthik, not Karthik, please.
Yes, Mr. Ganesh Karnik, yes.
Karnik only, yeah. Mr. Ganesh Karthik's claim that BJP government has formed this Lokayukta, it's absolutely lies. It's a wrong claim. We
re-established. We did not say
it is the High Court.
I used the word re-established.
Yes, we just debated that. It's the High Court order. That we have established that it's the High Court order, and the government's claim that it's strengthened is actually more pretty much a fait accompli. It's pretty much what the High Court ordered. Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Kanagal.
And from the day one, the BJP came to power through Operation Lotus. They have been engaged in corruption, one or other. It's not just even a contractor committed suicide by naming a minister. No action was taken. After that, from JDS, we had provided in the house. We had provided
an inquiry, and the minister came clean out of it.
Sir, if you allow me to speak, I will complete.
You're telling a wrong thing. We did not do anything. We conducted an inquiry.
No, you did not do anything. You did not do anything. For the sake of it, you did some this thing and gave a clean sheet. That's all.
No, Mr. Karnik, the question that arises, once again, let me just make this point clear. Mr. Kanagal, I'll just take 10 seconds. And I want Mr. Karnik to respond. Mr. Karnik, the question that is arising over here, in this case, in other cases, while here the Lokayukta may be probing it, while the minister may have stepped down, Mr. Ishwarappa, for instance, what happened to the entire criminal investigation? Was the person responsible or allegedly responsible punished? That's the question that is being asked. Was the government shielding the powerful politicians who are of the ruling regime?
See, the inquiry was conducted, and the inquiry, Mr. Ishwarappa has come out clean. There is nothing. If you don't know, I'm sorry, you don't know about it.
Why and is not reinstated as a minister? He is a senior leader.
We have not reinstated. It's a different issue. No. He was made. See, please don't confuse issues. Mr. Ishwarappa was made to resign. He resigned.
I'm just asking a question.
After that, inquiry was conducted, and the inquiry ministers come out clean.
Sir,
who did the inquiry? Agency. The inquiry agency conducted it. Whichever is the agency, and it is given a clean sheet. Which has given a clean sheet. Second case, you talked about MT Nagaraj. MT Nagaraj has gone to court on a defamation suit.
Okay.
On that defamation suit, the accused, he did not even come to the court. He jumped the summons and he was arrested. He was in jail. The defamation case is still on. And again, Mr. Prasad said about 40% commission. Has any one of them gone to Lokayukta, given any complaint?
Okay, the question of did you complain? Did you complain? George Kurian, has anyone given a formal complaint? Till now, you can allege 40% commission for political reasons, but has a formal complaint with facts, with documents, with material, has that been lodged in any case? That's the question coming in from the BJP spokesperson. Please respond.
Well, Madhav, I'm not sure about whether there is a formal complaint that has been lodged from the...
You should be, sir. Part. If that is corruption is a serious issue, you should be aware of the facts.
Having said that, but there are acquisitions from the BJP... leaders from the BJP itself, so that's more than enough, I believe, and I strongly believe that the Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, this event from the anti-corruption wing of the Lokayukta, the recent raid that has happened and which has come to the light, is not going to bring them in a good light. The elections are due in a few months from now, and this time it's known to everyone about the corruption part of the BJP. They don't spare their own leaders. When it comes to corruption, the Contractors Association has raised in the past and things like that. I strongly believe that it's a politician bureaucrat nexus that is going on in Karnataka, which has come to the light at this point in time. I'm happy that the accused have been sent to the judicial custody of 14 days, and the MLA himself is absconding at this point in time. He's applied for a pre-arrest bail in this case, and I'm sure BJP, if it really intends to, put a period on corruption, they have to walk the talk. And I'm happy that they have re-established the Lokayukta and the anti-corruption thing, as the BJP spokesperson is claiming out here. Why don't they go ahead and open up all the cases of Congress and please investigate? We are more than happy to for the BJP to go and investigate all the cases against all the Congress leaders in this scenario.
But I'm going to restrict the question.
To contest the assembly elections on the.
Let me bring in Mithun Vijay Kumar, because what is being alleged here by George Kurian is very grave. He is alleging that there is a bureaucrat and politician nexus in Karnataka that has been exposed, and what is of material importance is that the son, Prashant, also is a government officer. The person from whom allegedly, these 8 crore rupees were received, 2 crores in the office of Prashant, and Virupakshappa's residence 6 crores allegedly the Lokayukta claims was received. Now this is a huge sum of money, and this demonstrates a bureaucrat politician nexus in Karnataka as far as the ruling regime is concerned. Mithun Vijay Kumar, how do you view this?
See, Madhav, right now there is too much of tutu-meme going on between BJP and Congress, and I just heard George Kurian himself saying that BJP doesn't spare its own leaders when it comes to corruption. And yes, that is true. In this particular case, this is like one of the rarest occasions where you can see a government body acting against a politician belonging to the ruling party itself. So it gives a clear message that no one is above the law. Now, just think, if Congress was in power in Karnataka, will such an arrest happen? The answer is a clear no, because the first thing Congress ensured after coming to power was to make Lokayukta ineffective. It was a lion without claws. So they don't have the moral authority to question BJP in this particular matter.
But that's the debate we had, sir. The ACB, the BJP government also argued in the High Court to protect the ACB. That is the exact argument being made by the opposition spokespersons. So how can the BJP hold the moral high ground then?
The BJP legislators have clearly opposed that, is what I can understand from here. And
not at all, sir.
By the lawyers.
Please don't quote him wrong. I was a legislator and we fought against it. We went to the floor of the House.
But what was the argument in the court? What was the argument in the court?
I'm not aware of it.
Mr. Kanagal, what is the argument in the court?
If the legislators were against ACB, then why do we have to even question that? See, during Congress's rule in Karnataka, we have seen plenty of cases where, honest government officials were getting transferred because of the pressure from various mafias. So today when
Certainly. I'm not saying any one political party has a higher moral ground, but two wrongs certainly don't make a right, gentlemen. I think that's the important point. I want to quickly bring in Saket. Quick response from Saket as far as the legal aspect is concerned. Saket, there are also questions. While the Congress certainly diluted the Lokayukta and there were scathing observations of the High Court, here you have Mithun Vijaykumar who says that it is Congress which really, and its own track record of corruption, which is there on display for everyone to see. Quick response, Saket Yanagi. I think you're on mute, sir. Please unmute yourself and continue speaking.
One of the core promises made by the BJP is to abolish ACB the moment they come to power. Since ACB was working well, they did not abolish it, and they waited for the court to abolish it, and they defended the ACB. And secondly, the BJP has no moral ground to say that ACB did not do well because they justified the ACB.
Okay.
And secondly, all those allegations, if you can look into the allegations of against Mr. Ishwarappa, the then minister, that was inclusive of the corruption. But the FIR was registered only for the IPC sections, but not for the corruption.
Okay.
Even though there was a clear-cut communication by the victim who committed suicide because of the corruption or the level
Well,
of
gentlemen, unfortunately, when it comes to Karnataka, the more things change, the more they remain the same. There are allegations and counter-allegations, but no political party really, on the issue of corruption at least can hold the higher moral ground, because there are very serious, very grave charges that are in fact being put forth in the public domain. All of this may be happening in the wake of elections there in Karnataka. It is the Lokayukta that has conducted the raids and unearthed all of this. But the point is that for people in the state, this is really something that is a wake-up call. And certainly, of course, this is the last thing they want to see, that how public resources, how public funds. Yes, quick 10 seconds to you.
See, there has been allegations on BJP that when in power, we make use of institutions of investigations for our favor. Here, without interfering into the functioning of Lokayukta, they have gone and raided. So this itself is a proof that we are zero tolerance.
Well, action must be taken. Action must be taken. There's no two ways about it. I agree with you that action has to be taken. But the very fact that there is such rampant corruption in place, and it has been reported several times over, that in itself is a cause for worry for citizens, not just in Karnataka, but across the country. I'd like to thank all of you gentlemen for joining us this evening. And with that, it's a wrap on Newshour this evening.
The News Hour at 9.